All right. Hey, everybody. I'm an old guy gaming, and welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival, single player mode. So, hope everybody's having a good Saturday. I'm having a pretty good Saturday. I got up early this morning and went and had breakfast with a buddy of mine, and now I'm ready to do some streaming. So, let me pop this music down one more notch here. I feel like it's a little too loud. All right, we'll try that. So, the plan for today is keep working on the base, but I have, other than the farm here, which we need to get some more material for crop plots, I pretty much have most of what I want to do down here done for the time being. There's more decoration we could do. We definitely need to get a furnace going, but I don't have all the material I need for that. Flux coils in particular, I think, is what I'm short on. Let's actually take a look at that. Let's see here. There we go. Yeah, I need, actually, I only need one flux coil. Can I make a flux coil? I can't, because I'm short on neodymium. Okay. So we're going to work on the base for a little bit. Mostly going to work probably on the upper platform. But, that being said, we should get some deco going. Furnishings, tech equipment. Let's get started on some of this stuff here. Artificial plants, consoles, antennas. Yeah, we'll hold off on those because that stuff, of course, we would want to put up above. Because we do need to do some decoration in the. Hey Siri, welcome to the stream. You're downloading the Ghost Recon Predator, yeah, and for those of you who are watching this either now or later, I have a Ghost Recon Wildlands, and I've done a couple streams on that already. And you know, they just came out with the Predator update yesterday, so I played that last night solo, and really had a lot of fun with it. But I wasn't able to kill him, so looking forward to doing that with some friends, including Siri, as soon as she gets the game ready to go. So I'm glad you got that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I also sent my son a text too, and you know, would like to join him in attempting the Predator when he has opportunity to do so. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Anyhow, so yeah, we definitely need to get working on decorating our living area too. But before we do that, what I think I do want to do is I want to work on the upper platform. Get my light going here and get this built out. This part is going to be a garage, and then we're going to go up even higher and make a large landing pad for it eventually to build a capital vessel. That's the general plan. I haven't worked out the specifics of that yet, but that's the general idea. So, all right. So I guess what we need is blocks, which we have plenty of. So the first thing I want to do is I want to expand this platform out a bit more. And we're going to go into debug mode, which will show us a structural integrity. A really nice feature of Empyrion. And what this does is it basically shows you, how far out you can go before you're at risk of the building collapsing, essentially. Because that is definitely a thing in Empyrion. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get into our drone here, and we're going to just start kind of adding to this platform. Because I do need to make it larger than what it is. The first level, again, like I said, is going to be a garage. And I'll have probably, at least 2 hover vessels that I'll want to park in here, plus, some room for a few other things too. So let's go ahead and add to this and just see, how much we can put on it while not, going too overboard with the structural integrity. And I'm actually going to take these off for now too. Alright, that was interesting. And we'll rebuild that ramp once we decide, how wide this thing's actually going to be. So we'll take this out here. Alright, what the hell? Why is that? I don't know why that happened. That doesn't make sense. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's go out another. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Come on, drone. There we go. Let's go out another block width. Sounded like some. Oh no, come on. Sounded like something else just collapsed, but I don't know where that would be. Oh, right there. That's really bizarre. Huh. Okay. Couldn't get it to go out that final block there. It's really weird. It like stops right there, won't go bad. Okay, well, so we still have really good structural integrity here. Oh, looks like I'm wider on this side and this side, so I need to go out another layer this way. I promise I'm not drunk. I just can't talk this morning for some reason. Oh, come on, man. There we go. And then one more on this side. Come on, come on. Get back there. This is really buggy today. Okay. So I'm thinking something along these lines in terms of width for the garage. I don't know, though. I wonder if I should go a little wider. Nah, I think that's good. I don't want to make it super wide because, it's going to be wider up above. Yeah, so let's try that. Let's just go with this, and we'll see how it works. Take these 2 blocks off here. Oh, no, nothing important, Siri. I was just mentioning that that you had gotten the game and that you're downloading, and at some point we'll be streaming it. So that's pretty much all I said. That's really cool that you got it, though. Okay, so have to think about this for a second. Let's come back down to this point of view. So I think we're in pretty good shape for SI for the moment. The one thing, though, that I do need to decide, now that I think more about it, is if I'm going to continue on these pillars going up, or if I need to make new pillars. Because if I use these ones, it's gonna be more stable, but then it puts those pillars right in the way, and I don't think I like that idea. So probably what we're gonna do for the next part of the platform is we'll probably build some more pillars going up. And remember, as always, I'm making this up as I go, so we'll just see how it comes together. Now, I think too, let's go make ourselves a couple of bay doors and kind of figure that out, and then we'll build around them. I'm going to turn this back off for now. So what we want is, here, I'm going to make a quick change on something here. Put the music around. Alright, so we want to make a hangar door. Let's make actually 2 hangar doors. Hey Chops! Thanks for stopping by, man. How you doing today? Yeah, thanks for the base, the compliment on the base. It's coming along. I dug out the basement last Saturday, and then on a normal YouTube video, kind of put stuff together down there. And now I'm working on the upper part where the garage is going to be. Alright, so I think it makes sense. Well, yeah, it probably makes the most sense to put the openings on the on these 2 ends, because I wouldn't likely be approaching the base from over here, not very often anyway. And I don't want, I'm just going to have 2 openings, I don't want 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the bay door down, and let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, I like the width of that. I'm not sure if I like the height of it, though. That's really high. What is that? That's a 7x5. That's a 9x5. 6x3. Yeah, that thing's ginormous there. Okay, let's go back to the 7x5. And let's place it. What the hell? Oops! I had no idea that was going to happen. Oh, man. Alright. What in the hell? And it kicked me off the platform, too. Okay. We're going to have to rethink this. I guess I can't, I guess I'm going to have supports under those doors. I didn't think the game would make me do that. Because everything showed, you know, in the green on SI. Okay, well, that changes things a little bit here. Absorbing copy to wake up? Yeah, I know how that goes. Hey, J Stone, welcome Welcome to the channel. Thanks for watching, bud. Alright, shit. This is not what I had in mind. I wonder what would happen if... So I don't want it to collapse on the glass and break that, though. So I might have to take these pillars out further. So let's try something. I don't know if I'm going to keep this permanently. But I just want to do this more almost as an experiment. And let's go back into SI mode. So we'll change this to a cylinder. And then we'll take it down all the way. And let's do the same thing on this side. Like so. And then what we'll do is, well, you know what? Let's do it on this corner too. And on this corner. Hey, Cheese, what's going on, bud? Welcome to the stream. Hope your Saturday's going well. Okay. That actually doesn't look too bad, I guess. It's kind of cool. So let's hop back up here and repair the platform and then see if it'll take the door. So we'll fill this back in. Okay, the only thing that might be an issue is if it needs something right in the center here too, where that dark block is a little darker green. But there's only one way to find out, right? The other thing too, that has a 10-ton mass. That has a, wait a minute, what? Yeah, 10-ton, 1.2 tons. So these have the same mass. I think that's the one I put on before, isn't it? Yeah. I just don't like, I still think that's too high though. But let's set it and see what happens. Here we go. Shit! Alright, this isn't working out the way I wanted it to. Okay. So I'm thinking the only way I'm going to be able to get that door up there is if we put a pillar coming down this way too, but that... See, I wasn't planning on having that many pillars, plus the fact that it's going to be right here by the door. That still doesn't make sense. You would think this would be able to support that weight. Very surprised that it doesn't. I mean, you know, if these blocks were starting to get into the orange, reddish, you know, then that would make sense, but they're... No, it's not what I wanted to do. Geez, I'm doing pretty good today, man. A little tired. I've been working my butt off this week. It's that time of year for me on the job, but otherwise I'm doing pretty good. Well, darn it, guys. This isn't what I had planned for this. Um, but the only way I can see that this is going to work is if we put at least one pillar in the middle. Let's just do it and see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that doesn't work. All right. The only way that's going to work is if we go even further out, which I don't really want to do because this is about the size I envision this being. Well, darn it. This is also going to affect the larger capital ship platform I had in mind too. What I might have to do is go into creative mode later off camera and play around with some different designs to see what's actually going to work. It just, like I said, it didn't occur to me that this was going to be an issue. And, you know, I don't want to put the pillars right on the doorstep either because that just looks stupid. Getting over the, what are you guys talking about? Okay. I asked my son for a new smaller monitor for Christmas because right now I have my second screen on my laptop, so it's really hard for me to see. I don't have a lot of room on there. All right, well, shoot. I guess for now, what we're going to do, guys, is... Well, let's do this. Maybe what I'll have to do is go with the smaller doors. Well, let's just see what happens if I put a smaller door in there. It's probably, well, yeah, it's probably going to do the same thing because it's only 0.2 tons lighter than the other one I was trying to do. We could make a really small garage over these pillars. Let's see what that looks like. So we'll go down and make a couple more bay doors. Yeah, kind of expensive, but I think I have all the materials for that. Wonder how big the shutter door can be. I don't think that's what we want, though. Alright, is it going to let me put the door here? Like that. And we'll use the smallest, lightest one too. Ah. Okay, it let me do that. We're basically going to have a one-car garage, you know, with this setup. Well, we need to move our cannon. Yeah, like I said, this really surprises me. I didn't think this was going to be a thing. We are on disassemble, right? There we go. Let's pop the cannon out all the way on the corner. on this end, because this is the way the drones come. Okay. And we'll put that door there. Yeah, shit, that is not even close to enough room. That's not going to work. Ugh. Okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out, guys. I'm gonna have to figure this out. Probably what I'll do is I'll go into creative mode later on, off camera, and just kind of play around with some possible designs along these lines and see what's actually going to work. I don't want to keep doing it here because I'm just wasting material. And for the time being, this will just have to be an open platform, and I'll put another cannon up because 2 cannons should annihilate any drones that come through, and we should be good on that. So let's go make another cannon, and then we're gonna have to switch things up, and I think I want to get started on my small vessel build, because once we get that going, you know, then we can travel around, go to, you know, start going to the moon and some other planets, and get some higher level resources, that sort of thing. I do want to play around a little bit with some of these deco blocks too, so we'll mess with that for a while as well. All right, well, so what am I doing? I'm making a cannon. Cannon turret. Looks like I made some more grow lights. Not really much point in putting those up until I get more crop plots though, because it'll just use power. So let's put those over here for now. I have a couple of console deco blocks. I went out and did some hunting off camera too, so I got a pretty good supply of meat. Because what I'm waiting to do is waiting for my tomatoes to ripen, and then I can start making canned meat, which is really good food. This stuff right here. Okay, let's get this other cannon in place, and then we'll just check our ammo and make sure we have a good supply of that. And I'm going to put this guy on this side because, again, the drones always come from the east. Okay. And let's see. For ammunition, we have... Oh, shit. I don't have any ammunition. I thought I loaded that up the other night. Good thing I checked. Nope, there's no ammo in there. Okay, let's see. Oh, I made it, but I didn't load it. That's what I did. Ah, that should be plenty of ammo for now. Let's go lay down a couple deco blocks. We'll mess around a little bit with some interior design before we get started on our small vessel build. I do have something in mind for the small vessel build, by the way. Alright, so this is a bed, but if we right click, we have an option of all kinds of different furniture related stuff, which is really cool, including, like, you know, bathroom stuff, desk stuff, and all that sort of thing. So we're going to set up a reception table. Interesting. So we're basically, the idea here is we've got 4 areas that we can put stuff in, but obviously we want to leave the aisles open. In fact, maybe we should do some texture tool work first. That'll kind of give us the boundaries that we have to build in. And I think, what did I do with that? There they are. So we'll grab our texture tool and our color tool. What are those icons, Sari? They look like octopus or something. Okay, so texture tool. What do we want to make our floor look like? For the walkway leading out both sides, what is that stuff? Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. We'll go with it. All right, so we basically have to keep these areas clear. So this area here will be, let's say, the bedroom. This could be the living area. This could be the kitchen, and this could be the medical bay or medical area. So for the medical area, we want kind of a clinical looking floor, let's say. So what if we went with this? That's actually more of a, I would say that's more of a bathroom looking floor. Kind of marble tile there. I guess it could work for medical too. We could do the smaller tiles for the medical. Okay. Now for the living area, you need those many arms tonight? Yeah. I know how that feels sometimes. Alright, this looks like a kind of a... Oh, no, that's not what I thought it was. Yeah, let's not go with that. What does this look like? That looks like something that you'd see in a retro vinyl flooring from a house maybe built in the 1970s or something. Yeah, we won't be going with that. How about this? That's interesting. Nah, I don't know if I'm feeling that either. How about this? What I kind of want... That looks cool, but that looks more like a patio kind of idea. Oh, wow, that's neat looking. I'm kind of wanting, though, like a, you know, a carpet looking texture, because this is going to be like the bedroom. What's this? Just red? Oh. That looks like tile roof. Now, we won't be going with that. Oh, you know what the problem is, guys? It just occurred to me. This is concrete. So I probably need to use different blocks here to get different textures. What's that look like? That's kind of trippy. But it also looks like it has, you know, bump mapping or something on it, so it's not like a flat surface. It has a little depth to it. Okay, so yeah, I think that's what we need to do. Let's go... Let's go back down and make some wood blocks, because that'll give us different texture options. So we'll make up a couple of those. Let's make a few more. That almost looks cool all by itself. It's a little rough, though. This is the bedroom, and I get out of bed in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. I'm going to get slivers on my feet. Okay, so let's... Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, this is more like it. Oh, see, that looks a lot nicer there. The only thing I'm not going to be able to do, though, is I'm not going to be able to change these. I don't think without... And I wonder if that would collapse if I change those out. I don't want to have to redo the glass, man. That would be such a pain in the butt. We could try this, though. Oh, come on, drone. Put this in just as a temporary support. Alright, and then... Let's just see what happens when we take this block out. Is it going to collapse? Ugh. Okay, no, it didn't. Whew. Okay. So, now what we want is this guy here. And we want to rotate it up. Yeah, just like that. Okay. Cool. Take those down, and then we will... What if we flip that around? No, those aren't going to line up no matter what we do. Okay, well, it is what it is. Oh, I didn't take that block out? Okay, let's put our support back up. I don't want to take any chances that that might screw up. There we go. Okay, so we have this. Yep, we have this floor. Siri, help me out here. You like this for a bedroom floor? Or what about this? We got this pattern here. That looks pretty cool too. I like that. Or what else we have? We have this little darker stain there. No? Okay. How about this? What do you think about that? Herringbone? And by the way, welcome to the stream there, Cookie Cooking. Good to have you. Herringbone. Ooh, that's kind of cool looking. I'm assuming that's what you meant by herringbone, because it doesn't tell me what the pattern is. Think that's better? The angles kind of fit, you know, with the diagonal sort of theme. All right, yeah, we can go with that. The only other ones I might look at just to do it is, nah, I don't like that. What does this one look like? Yeah, that's kind of a rough cut, though, if you see how the light's on it, so that doesn't look good either. That's also going to give me slivers in my feet. No, don't like that. That looks more like the siding on a house. So So, alright, let's go with herringbone. I think herringbone works pretty good. Alright, so this is going to be the bathroom. This is going to be the medical bay. This is going to be the bedroom. So this will be kind of like the living area. So we got to come up with a texture that works here. What does this look like? Yeah, I don't know about that. It's pretty trippy. What's this look like? That's a little bit better. Actually, you know what? I could actually pass for a hospital floor. I kind of like that. Mama likes. Oh, so keep it, keep this, but color it black. Is that what you're saying? Let's take a look at that. Wait a minute. Where's my color tool? I left my color tool down in the basement. Silly me. Do I even have a color tool? Thought I had one. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so make it black. That's kind of cool. I'm kind of feeling that a little bit, maybe. Let's just try something here. What would that look like if we... This is our TV. So we would have to put the TV, we can't put it at an angle, so it has to be at a right angle. So our options are there, which is too close, or here, I'm thinking. Right? And then we could put a couch in front of it, so we can sit down and watch the football game. I'm assuming they have football games in the Empyrion world. It doesn't give us a lot of room, though, does it? And let's put a plant... Whoa! What the hell? Oh, it's a Christmas tree. Check that out. That's awesome. I didn't even know they had that. That must be like a holiday, you know, just a temporary thing. It's too damn big to fit anywhere, though. Oh man. Okay. That is neat. Check that out, Siri. Christmas tree. We might have to just leave that there until after Christmas, because I like that. That's neat. Okay. What else do we have? We've got tech equipment. That would go in the medical area, which is supposed to be over here, but there's no room for it. Lab table, locker, tanks. Okay. Yeah, man. This stuff is huge. I'm not going to have a whole lot of room to set stuff up in here, am I? What kind of options does this give us? Okay, yeah, so those are more like, you know, computers and displays and that sort of thing. So I think what we really need to do is we just need to make a whole bunch more of the furniture type of blocks. So let's go do that. You'll have to go outside? Yeah, probably. Decoration blocks. So let's make 10 of those. Something just occurred to me about the wood blocks that we laid down. We might have to change something about that on the outside. Because see, that looks that looks kind of stupid. Okay, what options do we have for wood? We make it look like concrete? Oh, maybe we can. And I don't want this to apply to the whole block, obviously. Oh, there we go. It's not exactly the same as the concrete, but it's close enough to where I don't think it'll make that much of a difference. Okay, cool. That solved that problem. Hey, thanks for the host, Cheese. Appreciate it. I need to check something because I should have had an alert fire off when that happened. Give me a sec, guys. Okay. Well, I guess I won't worry about that right now. I really like that Christmas tree. That looks good. So let's finish setting up our living room first. So we want a couch. See, that's a bench, sofa. Oh shit, the thing is huge. Let's rotate it this way. Yeah, I forgot how big this stuff is. Darn it. Now the only way this is going to work is if we... I'll tell you what, let's try something. Let's try something. Let's take this back down. Let's put the couch in here. That's the only way it's going to fit. And I think I want it to go like that. Okay. Now, let's go back to our TV. Yeah, we can put it there. That's workable. Now we can sit here on the couch, kick back, watch some football or watch some Twitch, and just chill. I like that. Okay, that works. All right, let's do this. Yeah, build a bigger house. Yeah, well, there's lots of room down in the basement. I don't know, geez, if you saw me do this, because I made some YouTube videos, but building just this little area here was a hell of a lot of work. Because the only way that you can make air under the water in Empyrion is to actually fill the space up with earth, with dirt. And it took a lot of work just to do even this much. So to make this even bigger would have been a massive undertaking. So we're just going to have to deal with the space that we have. Okay, so bedroom time. What are our options for bedroom furniture? We obviously have a bed. We got that kind of a bed or this kind of a bed. Looks like they both take up the same amount of space. That looks like a Tempur-Pedic mattress. And maybe that's a sleep number bed. Who knows? Okay, so we have that. We also have bunk beds, which actually would take up less space. No, it still takes up the same amount of space. We have this type of bunk bed. Okay. And then what else would we maybe put in a bedroom? Oh, that's kind of a nice little coffee table there. Not really a bedroom piece, though. Small table. A shelf. Yeah, let's set that there. Kitchen counter, bathroom stuff. Where's just a normal desk? Right here, control station. That's kind of like more like a desk though, right? For, I can do my streams from here. But, before we set that, we got to get the bed, because the bed's kind of the centerpiece. TV in the bedroom? Yeah, I don't think we have room for a TV in the bedroom. So really our only choice is there or there. And I don't really want the bed right by the walkway, because there's going to be a draft coming through here. Not going to happen. So I think that's probably where we need to set the bed. What do you guys think, though? You guys like this kind of bed, or you like this kind of bed better? Which one? Left or right? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking this one would be more comfy. It's a little bit larger. This is more like a foal or a queen, and this is more like a queen or a king. So, yeah, I think I'm going to make an executive decision and go with this one. All right, does that... we got 2 more pieces of furniture. Now, where are we going to put our computer desk? So we can do our streams. We could put it there. Because we have the shelf over on this side. What about that? Is that a good spot, you think? Got my nice 4K monitor. Oh, you guys, yeah, you guys chose the right bed too. Yeah, after I looked at them both, I figured that would be, you know, more room here to sprawl out. Okay, so is there anything else we want to put here in the bedroom? What does a reception table look like? That's kind of weird. Okay. I mean, for a bedroom it would be anyways. Tables, those are more like for the kitchen though, I would say. Nah. Alright, well, let's go ahead and... what I was thinking is maybe actually putting a plant in there. Let's pull the Christmas tree back up for a second. And see what our plant options are. A pet dog? I don't think there is a pet dog in this game. Okay, so here's our plant options. Some of this stuff's pretty weird looking. What's a fern look like? Oh, that's kind of cool. What else do we have, though? See, this takes up less space, at least visually, even though they're all taking up one block. There's that. There's this option. A green bush. What's that look like? It's kind of like a little spruce tree. I kind of like the fern, actually. Nah. A fire palm. That's kind of cool looking. I think that plant's native to Omicron. shit. Scared me. Alright. Let's go up and take a look and see what's going on up here. Our cannons are taking the drones out. Yeah, they're already dead. They didn't even have a chance. So here's what I'm thinking for the plant. I like the fern. So let's do that. What do you guys think? Fern look okay? Anybody have any other ideas for plants? I almost wonder if the yeah, I think that'll work. I know it's a little bit weird, but the thing is you can only place this stuff at 90-degree angles, so you know I can't put anything in diagonally. So that, you know, we just have to deal with that. Okay, so we got the living room done, we got the bedroom done for the moment. Next we have let's do the bathroom next. So I have to go get some more furniture blocks. Plastic material. Oh, you know what? I'm probably going to be short on that because I believe you need corn to make plastic. Corn and stone dust. What do I have for corn? Nothing up there. Alright, let's take half of that. And we have stone dust up here already. And let's just make popcorn. Nice. Let's just make as much plastic as it'll let us. Okay, bathroom. So our options are, we got 2 types of showers. Oh, there's a wardrobe. That should go in the bedroom. Except for there's no place for me to put it. I just want to look at it for a second. Eh. We could put the wardrobe where the desk is and move the desk to this block. Let's just see what that looks like. Whoop, wrong button. There we go. Okay. I guess that works. We can't have to jump to get through there, though. Alright, so we have 2 types of showers, and we have a toilet, and we have a bathroom vanity. So let's get the toilet down first. We're probably not going to have a whole lot of options here. Put the toilet there, and then that's shower 1. So we could go with that, or we could try shower 2. Which is this one. Well, we certainly wouldn't get any privacy with this shower. I think I like the other one better because it matches more with the toilet. Yeah, I think that works better. Shower 3? What's shower 3? I don't see a shower 3. Oh, you're being silly saying there should be a shower 3, right? Okay. Yeah, I gotcha. And then we need to place the vanity, which is going to have to go here. Like so. Yeah, that works. I mean, considering the space that I have to work with, I think that does the job. But I'm thinking we need to change the color of this. So, what if we make this blue? That's kind of cool. I don't like the cloudy look on it, though. What the hell is that all about? Makes it look like they need to get some comet and scrub the tile. Let me look at my game options here for a second. Yeah, I have bloom off because bloom is a little too much. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do about that. It's just what the game's doing. Huh, okay. And finally we have medical. Now, there's a couple of pieces that I want to put up here. Functional pieces. I'd like to put an oxygen station and a medical bay up here, even though I have one in the basement as well. But I don't know if I'm going to have room to do that. So see, none of this stuff is really what I'd call medical. Whoops. Tech equipment has some of that sort of thing, but the stuff is so big, though. That's like a... lab table. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's got like a display on it. The scanner will take up one less block. Operating table. That's an operating table? Okay. Repository. Well, I'll tell you what, before we set any of this, let's go back down here. And can we make another med bay and another oxy station? So let's set those first, and then we'll see what room we have left to work with. What's this? An ATM machine. Oh, they must have changed that. There must have been an update and they changed that, because that looked different just a couple of days ago. Last time I played, which was on Wednesday, I think it was. Tuesday or Wednesday. Alright, so our options are... if we put that there and then put this one right next to it, like so. So that way we come in from outside and we can heal up and or replenish our oxy really quick. So that gives us these spots over here. What's that look like? I'm not even sure what we would use that for. What about some consoles? This could be like a control station for the medical equipment kind of idea. Yeah, there's not enough room for that. Oh, that's cool looking. Okay, well, I think maybe we'll go with this for now. We can always change it up later if we want to. But, yeah, that kind of gets us started. A little more of a bird's eye view here. Got a little water pocket up on the ceiling there that I missed. You know what I think we need to do is we need to change the color of our medical equipment because it looks pretty boring. So what if we make the medical equipment red, or you know, like Red Cross kind of idea? Yeah, I think that works. And what if we change the color of this furniture too? Make it kind of a bluish looking color. Just to add a little more spice to things. There we go. That's better. And I can get through here. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, I think we're gonna call it good for our interior decoration for now. If I get inspired to try something different later, we can always do that, of course. But there we go. Now we got a block here we got to take out. I'm still a little bit irritated that I couldn't fix this up out here the way that I wanted to, but it doesn't look like the structural integrity is going to let me do that. Because my plan was I was going to actually enclose this whole platform and make basically a garage out of it, but it doesn't like to hold up the bay doors when I put them down. So, and the thing is too is, you know, if you look at the SI, it's a little weak right there, but not terribly weak. Yeah, I think we'll just have to live with this for now. Which means our big platform that we're going to make for the capital ship can't be out here. We won't be able to do that plan, unfortunately. All right. Oh, yeah, something else just occurred to me. I wonder if it's going to let me put a ramp on. It should. Come on. No, 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 that's not what I want to do. I want to do this. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do either. I forgot to change it back to the normal size block, or the square block. See, it's starting to get a little weak in that spot. Okay. Oh, I gotta go with this piece here. Oh, come on, man. What the hell? I wonder if I could put a retractable ramp here instead. Well, I'll tell you what, let's finish this one out on this side, and then maybe we'll try a retractable on the other side. That should be fine for a hovercraft. I could add the tip on there, but it doesn't let me get up there though. All right, yeah, let's add the tip. See what happens here. Now it's getting pretty weak there right on the end, but as long as it holds, this allows me then, well, it should, in theory, allow me to get up here too. Oh, I guess I should put my jetpack on. That might help. Okay, so that's getting pretty weak there, but it's holding. So let's test it with the hovercraft. Coming in. Nice and smooth. Okay. Alright, let's try a retractable ramp on the other end and see if it'll even let us do that. And then we'll decide what looks the best. So ramp block. What is this? This is 3 by 5 by 3. Yeah, that's what I. Well, how far down's that going though? If we went with that, we'd have to do a hop up onto it. Yeah, I don't really like that. It would probably work, but so what I think we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to put another layer of blocks here. Like so. And then let's try the ramp. So this is the largest ramp we can make. And it's not very wide. Looks like that's all the wider they get though. I guess we could do 2 side by side. Oh wow, that's still not going all the way down, is it? Did I use the right one? I don't think I used the right one there. Okay, that one, I think that one's deep enough. It's going way out though. So that's 3 by 5 by 3. That's 3 by 4 by 2. Oh, come on. Damn it! Alright. I was afraid that was going to happen. I'm surprised it'll let me put it on there at all. Yeah, we're going to have to just go with the fixed ramp like we did on the other side. Oh shit, I'm not wearing my helmet. Okay. That's why it kept blinking at me there. I hope the cannons aren't going to affect the SI on this. It shouldn't, but I haven't been having much luck today with the stuff holding up. And then just the tips. There we go. That should do the trick. I'm only going to put it on these two sides, though. Get a bird's eye view. Yeah, that doesn't look terrible. Let's see what it looks like without the S-ion. Okay, that's done. I think probably what we should do next is well, there's a couple things we could do. We could either start working on the small vessel, which I need to do, or we could go raid some POIs, which I also need to do because I'm short on some supplies. So you guys tell me. You want me to start working on building my small vessel, or do you want me to go raid some POIs and go get some loot and blow some stuff up? What sounds like fun? Small vessel build? Cookie Cookin' wants small vessel build. Okay. Let's put this stuff back in here. How come those aren't stacking? Oh, you know what? That must have been something else they changed in the update. You used to be able to put 1,000 of these in one stack. Well, that sucks. Nothing like making the game even more difficult. I guess holding 1,000 bottles of water, though, could be kind of heavy. Alright, Cookie Cookin' wants small vessel build, so small vessel build it is. So the first thing we have to do is we have to make a core. And so we're going to choose the small vessel option there, and then we'll build ourselves a core. Now this build that I'm going to do, I have not pre-designed this in creative mode. So it's going to be making it up as I go. Now I have a general idea for the way that I want, the finished build to look. And I'll tell you what that is. I'm basically want to build something that's similar. I'm not gonna try and make it exactly an exact replica, but I'm gonna try and make something that's similar to a Cylon Raider. Okay. So if you're familiar with Battlestar Galactica, you probably know exactly what I have in mind. If you're not, then go to Google and look up Cylon Raider, and that's what I want to attempt. Whether or not we'll be able to do it successfully is a whole nother matter, but we'll worry about that as we go. So we'll make ourselves a cockpit 2. And then I want to make... Actually, you know what? Let me take a look and make sure there isn't anything else I need to learn. What was that noise? Is that in the game? That is. Oh, that's new. Huh, okay, cool. Alright, so small vessel stuff. Looks like we have force field emitter blocks. That's new. I don't think that was in there before either. Force field emitter blocks. Alright, let's learn it. I'm going to have to read the patch notes. I've been really busy, guys, with work. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, so I haven't had time, to look at patch notes or anything. In fact, I didn't even know they did an update. That's how bad it is. So I'm level 17, so we can do these better thruster jets. And I believe the only advantage these give you over the lesser jets is that you just faster acceleration, because speed is capped out in the game. This isn't going to make me go faster than this is. It's just this is going to accelerate faster, but it's also going to be more weight, and it's also going to use a lot more fuel too. So I probably will start with the small thruster jet, and if I feel like that's not enough, because this ship's going to be, as small vessels go, it's probably going to be closer to a mid-sized small vessel. So, I don't think these will do the job at all. So I think I'm going to start with this, and then if I feel like it's not quite enough, then we might upgrade to these. The only problem with that, though, is once you get going with it, it's really hard to change it. So we kind of better decide that now. That's 2 by 5 by 2. It's a pretty big block for a small vessel. But yeah, you know what? We're gonna build it around these, and we're gonna make it work. That's the plan. As far as guns go, ultimately I'm gonna want to put, because it is a Cylon ship. Well, it's not. It's gonna be kind of like a Cylon ship. I'm gonna want energy weapons. But I'm not high enough yet to get these. So we'll start probably with just railguns. And then eventually we'll upgrade to those guns. Which reminds me... No. That's a Gatling gun. That's okay, I already have a railgun here. Okay. Battlestar Galactica is one of your all-time faves? Cool. Good. Yeah, I watched the original when I was a kid, the Lauren Green one, back when it came out. I don't think I saw every episode, but I watched quite a bit of that. And then I've seen some of the newer Battlestar Galactica too, but I haven't watched all of it. It's something I've actually thought about doing. Oh, you know what though? They came out with Capricia, which was a kind of like an offshoot of Battlestar Galactica. I don't know if you guys saw that. I really actually enjoyed that series, but they canceled it before it was done, which was a big bummer. But I really liked Capricia. It was pretty cool. Okay, so we got our block. We need to actually make the block. That's just the core. So let's pop that in there, and let's see. We got to go here. No, where do we go for that? Here we go. Small vessel starter. Took me a second to figure out where that thing was. And hopefully I have enough hardened steel plates to make the whole thing out of hardened steel. And that's all stuff that I've just looted, from POIs. But we can always make hardened steel too, now that we have our advanced constructor. So let's get some of that going, actually. We'll pop 100 of those. Hopefully we have enough materials for that. Alright, what else are we going to need component-wise for our small vessel? We're going to need... We got our cockpit. Where's our Ginny? Oh, actually, before I do that, let me make sure I don't already have some of that stuff. Yeah, there's the Ginny. And let's see. That's all hover stuff. There's a small ammo box. We'll take that. O2 tank. That's a base generator. Let's just go with one of those for now. grab those blocks. Okay, so we also need, we're going to need a bunch of RCSs. So let's queue up, I don't know. I like to use lots of these, so let's start with 8 and we'll see how that goes. And then we're going to need thrusters. So I'm thinking maybe 4 of these. And then for our up and down thrusters, I wonder if we could get away with these for up and down thrusters. Short range warp drive, warp tank. We're going to want that stuff, but let's hold off on those. What's some of the more essential stuff first that we need? We're going to need a ventilator. Got the ammo box already. We're going to need the O2 station. Going to want to put a fridge on it. Definitely need the fuel tank. Passenger seat doesn't matter since this is a single player game. Let's make some of these, I guess. See, now the Raider... Yeah, I'll have to figure out how that's going to work. I'm just going to make these 2 for now with the Raider. If you guys aren't familiar with it, go look it up on Google. But basically, it's a ship that's, you know, kind of shaped like a crescent, for lack of a better way of explaining it. And so it's going to be kind of weird, you know, in terms of how it's going to actually handle. We're going to want a constructor. We're going to want cargo blocks. Armor locker. I don't know if I want an armor locker on there. We'll see. We'll see how much space we have. And then, of course, warp drive and the fuel tank for the warp. I think that'll give us all of our starting stuff that we'll need for that. We're going to want some lights too, but yeah. Let me make at least 1 light. And we might need to do some bay doors too, just depending upon, you know, how it comes together and how big it's going to be. Alright, so I'm going to let that stuff cook up. And I'm going to take a very quick 5 minutes or less break, guys. So we're going to have a quick intermission, and then when I come back, we will get started with building our small vessel. Okay? So I will see you back here in just a few minutes. All right. And we're back. Let's grab this stuff. Why do I have all this water in my inventory? Oh, because I used to have a bigger stack, that's why. Oh. And I also don't need to put that in the refrigerator. Let's drop off a couple other things too that we don't need right now. So we don't want that. We don't need... Well, we will need these guns later, but I guess I'll keep them in there for now. All right, let's do this. I hope I have enough room on this platform. So I'm starting to think this ship's going to be pretty good sized. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll get it started, and if it looks like it's going to be a little too big, we'll have to maybe move it to the shore. Yeah, my gut's telling me it's going to be too big for us to build it up here. Well, let's get it started. Like I said, I mean, if we have to, we'll, you know, throw some thrusters on it and just drive it to the shore if it gets to be too clunky. So, first thing we got to do is set down our core. Let me go back up into bird's eye view here. And I want to turn this way a little bit. Alright, so I guess the first thing then is our cockpit style. And probably, if the cockpit stays on the exterior, which I'm not sure if it will or not, this is probably the closest shape to the Raider. What's that look like? I'm thinking maybe that's gonna look the closest to the Raider shape. Let's do this though. Let's put some more blocks this way. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll go with that. So what I like to do when I'm making a vessel in this game is stuff that we don't need to get to. Obviously, like, you know, the generator, once it's in place, there's nothing we need to do with it in terms of, like, you know, loading it up with fuel and that sort of thing. So I like to kind of put those in the center. We shouldn't need to have to get to the warp drive either once it's in place. The ventilator we wouldn't need to access. And we don't need to access the RCSs for any reason. How big is this thing? Oh shit, that thing's huge. Okay. Well, maybe what we better do then is I have to think about this for a second. All right, let's go back to here for a minute. Let's put this right here. Okay. And we'll put some more blocks down. Yeah, that thing's big. Let's just set that in place for the moment. That's actually okay though, because the body of the Raider is pretty long, and narrow. So what else can we fit? We could put the ventilator in the center there. And how big is this fuel tank? Okay, that's the size I would have expected it to be. We could potentially put that there, and then we could put the normal fuel tank right next to it. And then use a retracting bay, you know, to get to them. The thing is, though, this is probably going to be. It depends upon how much wider this is going to be once it's all built out. So let's start with that. And where's change and rotate? Does that still not work? Yeah, it's not doing anything. Ah, shit. Alright, well, here, let's just reset it then. Unless I'm just pressing the wrong key, which is entirely possible. So we'll flip that up that way, and then we'll rotate it like that. So that way the controls are facing out. Okay? So that gives us our fuel tanks. Now, let's see. Let's put... We could possibly put the oxy tank up here. Wait a minute. How come that's not... Oh, that's... Oh, okay. That's a base oxy tank. I made the wrong oxy tank. Lovely. Let's put an RCS here. That's something we don't need to get, you know, need to have access to. And what else do we have? We got an O2 station. Cargo box. You know, I wonder if we should put a harvest cargo box on here too, because we could put mining lasers on this. Yeah, we should do that. Okay, so we need to make... What do we need to make? We need to make a small vessel oxy tank, and we need to make a harvest storage box. Okay. So, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Misclicked. Oh, can you not put a harvest box on a small vessel? I don't see it there. Capital vessel, hover vessel. I guess you can't. Ah, shit. Okay, I guess that means then you can't... I'm assuming that means you can't use a mining laser on a small vessel because there's nothing for the ore to go into. Alright. Well, I guess we won't be doing that then. This is what we needed to make, though. O2 tank. And the other thing I want to do, too, I think, is... before I fully commit to this, is I want to see what the size of these thrusters are going to look like. So let's go check that out. How's our crops doing? Are the tomatoes all done? Looks like it. Okay, let's go over here real quick and pop the tomatoes in there. And what else we need? We need meat. And we'll make as much canned meat as we have stuff for. We'll just queue up a bunch of that. Put this in here for now. Yeah, that should have everything it needs. We're probably going to want some lights out here. Okay, yeah, I want to get a sense for how big these thrusters are. Well, those aren't very big at all. Okay, yeah, these, I think I want to go... Let's try the next size up from that. That's smaller than I thought it was going to be. What are these? These are 1 by 3 by 1. Okay. Yeah, those are a little smaller than I was expecting. Do I have that stuff learned? So this is a 3 by 7 by 3. That's pretty good size. 2 by 5 by 2. Let's try this one. So this one has a force of 840 kN. I'm not sure what kN stands for. Kinetic force, maybe? Something like that? Don't know what that means. And this has a force of... Okay, the M stands for million then. So these are going to be a little faster acceleration. But I'm thinking that might be kind of big. So let's go with this one. And we'll make a couple of those. These take cobalt alloy. So that's... yeah, I got a pretty good supply of cobalt, though. I think we'll be okay on that. We'll stick the little guys over there. could use this for our... those are supposed to be main thrusters, though. Yeah, there are not variations of that, but there are variations of these. Let's make some of those, because these are probably going to be our vertical and horizontal maneuvering thrusters. Okay, well those are cooking up. Let's go see what this looks like. Yeah, that's more like what I had in mind for the size of these, so. The other question though is I gotta also decide how long I'm gonna actually make this. I hope that doesn't screw anything up putting that down there like that. Alright, well let's see, what else do we have to do, or put on here? Because I want the body of this to be, it is pretty narrow. Oh, that's right, this thing's a 3-block wide component. So we could put it there, just depending upon how things come together. So let's just keep it there for the moment. Now, we could put the oxy station here, like so. And what else do we have? These are all 1-block. This I would probably want to be 1-block, but I probably want 2 of these because definitely need storage space. It's a matter of just figuring out, how you're going to access all that, though. So I think I got this side figured out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the top of it, but I'll put some shutter doors here so I can get at the fuel tanks. And I don't even really need to do that because you can just get at it, from the inventory inside too. But we'll see. Making this up as I go, guys. Making it up as I go, as usual. Then we have all of our RCS that we still have to put on. Alright, let's go back down here. I'm thinking I want 4 main thrusters on this ship too. So we'll make some more of that. Grab those. We'll make 2 more of those. And I also wanted... Oh, here, actually, hold on a sec. I also wanted another cargo box. Got some large fuel packs there. We probably better get going on some fuel. I'm just going to make a crap ton of fuel. I don't remember where to do that though. Here we go. Okay, let's let those cook up. Oh, right. We got to get the ammo box in, too. Forgot about that. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's take this up, and let's take this off. Put the constructor down here. Whoop. Like so. We'll put the cargo box there so we can get to both of those. We'll put the ammo box here. And the refrigerator here. We'll throw an RCS there. That gives us 2 RCSs so far. And then we'll put 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll try 8 and we'll see how it handles once we, start getting it together. Put another section of blocks down there, and then we'll put the warp drive like so. Just like that. Okay, let me tab out here for just a second. I want to look at the radar again for a minute. And if I build this on the same scale as the actual radar, this thing's going to be huge. And I think we can definitely go make it even longer. Oh man, that scared me. Thank you, cannons. Okay. That might do the trick. That might do the trick. Let's go get the other thrusters. All right, so the actual Raider only has 2 thrusters now that I'm looking at it. Okay. Those are the small ones. Do I want to go with the bigger ones? That's the question. These are going to be 1 block higher and 7 blocks long. And 1 block wider, too. Let's make 1 and just see what it looks like. Okay, yeah. Interesting. So I think we're on the right track, more or less, where we're going to position these things. But I want to decide if this is the right size or if this one's going to be a little too big based upon the actual model. All right, that's going to take a little bit longer to do. So let's go back up this way. We'll take these off. I'm going to need to get this up off the floor too. So let's put some temporary fill that up with fuel. And oh wow, that takes off fast. Oh my goodness. Well, part of it is part of it is because it's the ship's really light. Oh, you know what? Damn it! I just screwed up. I don't have any forward thrusters on this. All right. Can I use gravity to get? Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Jeez. Okay, we're gonna have to use gliding techniques. I completely didn't think about putting thrust, forward and backward thrusters on this, and I don't have any top thrusters, so damn it. Okay. My cannons are shooting at something. I don't even think I'm going to try and bring this back down on the platform now. I just need an emergency landing until I can get the right thrusters on it. Because I don't want to, dump it in the lake, of course. Okay, come on. Yeah, that wasn't my smartest move by any means. We have to fly it almost like a helicopter in terms of forward thrust. I have no lateral control. Oh shit. Oh man, this is not good. Come on, flip over. Not good, not good. And I got a frickin' Demogorgon on top of it harassing me. Alright. Cut the power. Bail out. What we need to do is put that there. That there. And let's switch this to I just need enough to be able to control it. It doesn't have to be, perfectly engineered or anything like that. Alright, let's just see what that does. Got to try and get it to flip up, like so. There we go. Okay. That's... Oh man, that was funny. Okay. That was funny. Just enough to be able to control it is all I needed. Okay, level out. Wrong button. Oh, I don't have side thrusters. So I still didn't get it right. Okay. Let's land it back on the beach. And we'll fix that too. Whoa, not that hard. Crash. That's the thing, you know, when you're doing this, you have to account for all directions. Unlike the hovercraft, where you only really have to worry about forward and backward and sideways. Okay, set her down, cut the power. So let's take these off. What is that? Oh, that's one of the alien bugs. I didn't mean to take that middle one off. Okay, that gives us our up. That gives us our down. And that gives us our side. Okay. We already have our up there, so our side goes there, and then our right? Yeah, our down goes there. Okay, now we should be able to control it. I mean, it's a little wonky, but this is funny. But we have side lateral control now, so. All right, let's try this again. Now, what I actually want to do is I'm gonna, whoa, easy, easy, Bobby, easy. I need to build a temporary riser to put these up on. Looks like we took a little damage there. So to do that, we might need to use base blocks instead of ship blocks for that. Are those straight? Yeah, they are. Okay. Okay, I think we can work with that. And really, I only need to do this long enough to get the landing gears on. but I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put the landing gears, so we're going to just keep it up on stilts, so to speak, for now. All right. Now, where's our big engines? 252s, 131s, 252s. Oh, that must still be down here. You know, we could put our Christmas tree down here. There's room for it. I made a bunch of plastic earlier. Let's get that corn back in here so it doesn't spoil. I would be playing Christmas music, guys, but I upload my videos to my YouTube channel after I'm done, and the last time I did that, YouTube like blocked a whole bunch of it because of copyrights and all that kind of stuff. So there we go. We'll put the Christmas tree there. So we want to see how big this is before we commit to making any more. And the Raider only has 2 main thrusters, because I was planning on actually putting 4. So that's pretty damn big, though. So this might actually do the trick. And also, in looking at the picture, might even want to extend those out a block. So yeah, let's do that. Let's... Alright, let me try something different here. What if we do something like this? I might actually like that. The only other question is, do I want to hold it back a little further? Let's get rid of this. Just take all that stuff off for the moment. Problem that I have, and it's not a problem because I mean, you know, we can deal with it, but the body's not long enough in proportion to that engine. So we need a longer body to make this work. Still need to fit an O2 tank. Up here too. So we've used up all those spots. I kind of like to keep all the stuff together that we would need to access. Well, one thing I have decided for sure is I'm definitely going to use that engine. So let's go get the other one cooking up. Alright, so back to small vessel. And we want another big jet. I suppose we could put some passenger seats in here. I don't need them myself, but I might end up putting this up on the workshop after I'm done with it, and people might want to download it. Closed passenger seat. I'm not even sure exactly what that is. It's cheap to make. Let's make one of those, and we'll see what it looks like, and if I don't like it, then I'll come back and I'll make these types of passenger seats. Because I might end up having an actual, cabin on this ship, just depending upon, how the size comes together on it. Let's make one of those landing gears too. Yeah, those are the only two landing gear options that they give us. Alright, back up top side. So here's the thing. I need to make this longer, right? And if I need to make it longer, or rather, if I'm going to make a cabin, then the cabin would pretty much be where all that stuff is sitting right now. Right behind the cockpit. Do we know what... First of all, I want to see what this even looks like. Huh? That is weird for a passenger seat. Okay, I definitely don't like that. So that's not what I had in mind for that. So we're not going to go with that style. I'm pretty sure... Well, actually, I'm not pretty sure. Let's go make the other type of seat. Because the size of those will determine how far back we're going to go. We might as well make at least two. I'm pretty sure I'm going to want to come back at least 3 more. And maybe even 4 more. Before we do anything else, though, let's get our landing gears on so I can get this down a little bit lower, because it's really high right now, so it's hard for me to see what's going on. on a second. Yeah, the markers that follow those are not actually right on the drone itself. It kind of hovers above them. Let's put some more blocks here. I think I'm going to come back even just a little further because the body of the ship's pretty long. That's starting to look more like what I think it should be. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Now I'm going to put this here for now. It's not necessarily going to stay here permanently, but just enough for us to get it off these blocks up here. Let's extend this out a little bit more too. Oh. Okay. It's acting weird here. Oh, there we go. I'm going to actually move it over to the center. There, like that. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Are those the right? Yeah, that's the same size. There we go. That's what I want. Now, is that facing front, though? I think that's the front. Okay. Now, we should be able to... let's take this off for a second. Huh? Okay. Well, who needs gravity? There it goes. Okay, so now what I'm thinking is let's move everything back. How big is this chair? Okay, so it's 2 blocks wide. It sits up pretty high too, but that's okay because we're going to go a little higher anyway. And of course they're gonna need room for an entryway. So the question is, do we want to make this a 3-person ride or a 5-person ride? So 4 back seats and 1 front seat. If we made it a 5, we would have to move it back. Basically 6. Everything would have to come back 6 blocks for that to work and have enough room. And we have 5 more blocks on it right now. So what I need to determine is, can we get away with doing that? I think so. I think we can. Based upon... Whoa! Almost fell off the edge there. And we might change things up a little bit too. Let's just put this on for now. Give us a little more width there. Okay. Whoa. Nope. Need to go back one more. Okay, did I do that right? That would be the back row. And we would need an aisle in the front row, like so. Could be kind of cozy if we kept it that way. Well, I know what let's do. Let's just put that there for a second. That's not going to stay there. I'm just trying to figure out, you know, spacing at this point. So let's go make the other 3 seats so we see exactly what we have to work with. Oh, I already have another seat there. So let's take... There we go. Okay, so Cookie Cookin', thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that. That's awesome. Okay, so if we keep the spacing that we currently have, you know, something else that occurred to me, since we are going to have a cabin, I might redo the way that I've put all this stuff together. Well, let's set this down here. And we could actually do this. Okay. And then, yeah, so then the passenger can walk down this aisle and sit in that chair. That should work. I don't know if the Raider actually has more than one seat in it, though. But, you know, this ship's not the Raider, an exact replica anyways. It's just inspired by it, we'll say. Okay. All right. That works. Okay, so I think I like the seat spacing there. But we need to move everything forward. And then what I was thinking about is setting stuff up so we can access it inside the cabin. I want to get a sense for how wide this, the body's not super wide on the Raider. So I don't think I want to make it any wider than it is now. Let me look at it again. You know what? Now that I'm looking at this, looks like maybe it does have 3 thrusters. It's kind of hard to tell by this particular drawing that I'm looking at, but I think it does have 3 thrusters. If that's the case, oh, my landing blocks are. Oh, that's because I put it in the wrong spot. I don't want to do that. Come on, you stupid thing. Oh, whatever. Come on. I want you to go right there. Except for I put you too far back. Now just come forward. It doesn't want to come forward. I need to give it something to butt up against, I think. I try it from this angle. Oh man, what a pain in the butt. Alright, let's try it like this. Oh, that was close. Sometimes building can be a pain in the butt in these games because stuff doesn't go the way you want it to go. It goes every other direction but the way you want it. I was just thinking to myself, don't hit the landing gear. And actually I didn't, but the game thought that I did. Come at it straight on from the back there. There we go. Okay. Now, we have to change something here. There are 3 thrusters on this ship, and they're all the same size. So let's put these here for the moment. Actually, I want to bump that out a bit. Okay. So the third thruster, according to the drawing, is going to go right about here. So let's go make it first of all. This thing's going to accelerate like crazy. But keep in mind, I mean, the wingspan on the ship is humongous. So it's a lot bigger than you might think it's going to be. So by the time we get all that weight on there, it might not be excessive. Oh shit. Cobalt alloy we're short on. I don't think I have any more cobalt alloy anywhere. I've got 1 piece there. Alright, that sucks. There's no place to get cobalt on Akua other than from raiding. So I'd have to go to the moon to do that. Huh. Okay, well, let's go back up. What we might have to do is put a placeholder for the thruster. Are those touching the ground? Looks like they are. Okay, let's try something else here. Let's go back to this little configuration. And yeah, I know I can turn on the symmetry thing, but I don't want to do that yet. I'll use that when I start building the actual body itself. I'm still trying to figure this out here. Alright, so let's put this back here again. See, that gets it up a little higher. Yeah, I think I like that better. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, that's cool. So the third engine basically needs to go where the warp drive currently is. And we have... The warp drive is 5 blocks long, and we have enough width now till we could actually put it sideways with what we've done with the ship. I'm just trying to envision, you know, the finished ship and just, you know, the symmetry of it all. Because what's going to happen is the wings are going to come out, and then they're going to kind of curve around to the front like in a point, and then kind of back here and back around again. It's really hard for me to do that in the drone. So I just want to make sure everything's proportionate. And the body is actually going to be a cylinder. So that means I could potentially put the warp drive underneath. Yeah, I could definitely do that. I could put the warp drive, you know, maybe in between the landing gears here. Let's just see what that looks like. not gonna let me do that. Oh, there we go. Add it. There we go. Okay. Come on, come on. Oh, there. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to get it in between the landing gears. Let me see something here. Gotta get a little creative. You know what? I wonder if it's not going to let me put it in between the landing gears. Okay. Well, let's put it there then. That should actually work okay. What we could do though is we could remove the blocks and raise it up a block so it's not dragging on the ground. You know what I mean? So let's pull these back up. Come on, pop down in there. Like it wants to go down in there for a second, then it pops back out on me. Okay, I might have to do this. That'll work too, actually. Just give it something, you know, for me to set it on, and then I should theoretically Alright, the thing is, though, is if I... There we go. I should be able to remove those blocks now. It should stay in place because it's still attached on the sides. That's the theory, anyway. Let's see what happens. Careful not to actually shoot the warp drive itself. There we go. Beautiful. Just what the doctor ordered. So now we can come along with our third big engine and put it up on top. Let's just see what that looks like. Nice. Now, let me look at something here. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. I think. I mean, you know, all things considered, of course. We'll just ignore the fact that, that the air intake on these won't actually have air coming in them. We'll just kind of forget about that. Oh, wait a minute, though. Is this the back? Do I have these backwards? I think I have these backwards, don't I? Well, there's one way to find out. Well, no, wait a minute. If I start that up, it's gonna it's gonna push the ship off the thing. All right, I better not do that. Oh, I know what we can do. I know what we can do. I'm gonna say this is actually probably the back. You guys know for sure? Because if that is the back, then it's gonna push me that way. So let's do this. This is, of course, just temporary. I hope this doesn't like send me helter-skelter here. Okay, yeah, so the narrow part is definitely the back. Alright, so I did have those reversed. Good to know. So this is the correct direction for the thruster. And that does look more like an air intake, like on a jet engine. Alright, so what I'm going to do for now is that thing's 3 high and 3 wide. So we're going to just put a placeholder for that engine until I can get some more cobalt. So it's the same width as the warp drive, but it's 1 block back from the warp drive. And then it's 3 high. Yeah, I put it 1 block too far back. Okay, so these are just placeholder blocks. We got to go 3 high. I'm going to run out of blocks here. Oh, I have a few more. I was going to say, what, burned through 100 of those already? Okay, so that's where the third engine will go when we can make it. So we don't put anything else there. Coming along, coming along. Now we got to slide all this stuff back. Let me double check something here. So that's going to go there. Wait. And this is going to go... Oh, that was weird. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So now everything has to slide back. We'll pick up our RCSs here. But what I might do now... Thinking. Now, let's just put these in like this. Oh, it doesn't want me to put anything there. That's weird. What? It says there's a passenger seat there. Okay, something's buggy. It's like, what the hell? Okay. Invisible passenger seat. So we could put stuff along here if we have to later. But we'll hold off on that. Okay. But we have to think about this a little bit differently because, you know, I built this assuming everything would just be exterior. But now that it's going to be interior, let's pull those back up. I hope I recovered all that fuel. I'm just going to start over here. So the floor of the cabin Got a little overzealous on the jump jet there. Why the hell can't I see these chairs now? Yeah, something's bugged out. There it goes. Okay. So that's going to go there. So this will be our entryway. Okay. Now, I want to see how I can set this up to where we can access stuff. This is our longest piece of equipment. Let's put that there for a minute. What if we put that there? I mean, you know, there's 100 different ways we could do this, right? It's just a matter of what's the most efficient way to do it. put a fuel tank there. And then if we're going to do that, we'll put this fuel tank right next to it. Like so. See, what's probably going to happen is the top of the cabin is going to be kind of where the top of that RCS is, and then it's going to slope down because this is a cylinder, right? That's why I don't want to go really any higher than 2 high on this block, and probably 1 high on this block. All right, what else do we need to access? We need to access the cargo and the oxygen tank, the oxygen generator. We could put this right here. We also have a refrigerator and an ammo box that we have to be able to access. So what we could do with that then is, let's flip this around. Put the fridge there. I think I want to put the 2 cargo boxes here, just so that they're right next to each other, like so. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's not going to work because I'm too. Yeah, I just noticed that. Okay, let's pick these back up. Just trying to think about this for a second. Okay, what we could do, and I know I don't need to access all this stuff directly. I can do it through the menu, but I want to kind of try and build it so that I can access it directly. It's faster that way than going through the menu, because then you got, you know, there's less clicks and all that sort of thing. So if we put something down there and put the fridge on top of there, let's say. We have an ammo box, and we have 2 cargo boxes. So we can put like that. Oh, you know what? This actually might work now that I think about it. Because we can still kind of poke in there to access the constructor. Yeah, that might actually work. So we have access to everything that we need to get to. It's pretty cramped cabin, but it should get the job done. And the other nice thing about putting everything in an interior setup is we don't have to worry about access from the outside, hatches and that sort of thing. And we still can put things like, you know, if we need more RCSs or whatever, down along the side. Oh, you know what? I just had an inspiration. Check this out. Let's do this. Huh? How about that, eh? I like it. That's even better. Okay, cool. Now, I need to make some more blocks. Let's take another look at this from a different angle. You know, I'm still thinking that's not long enough, but what we can do is we can just add, you know, extend it out even further that way if we need to. Okay. So yeah, if we have to, we can add more blocks on the end to make it just a little bit longer. The front nose of this ship is not, it's kind of blunt. So I'm thinking probably I'm not going to go. We could, well, no, I don't want to mess with the cockpit now that it's in place. No, actually I could move the cockpit forward. So we could actually go this way a little bit too if we needed to. Alright, well, I'll think about that. Right now we need to go make some more blocks for this thing. Alright, so let's queue up another 100 hardened steel blocks. What time is it? We got a little bit more time. I've got another stream starting up at 2 o'clock. I'm going to stream the Ravenhurst mod with a couple friends of mine, 7 Days to Die. And you're all, of course, welcome to join us on that, too, if you want to. Oh, I got to get the generator in. And the ventilator. Okay. But you know what? We've got spots for that, so I'm not too worried about it. We also have to figure out our thrusters, but I'm not really ready to do that yet until we start kind of getting the body built. Let's go take care of this stuff. Yeah, so stuff like the ventilator and the Jenny, this can really go anywhere because we don't need to access them. So we could even just put it here. Maybe like that. I'm just going to put that stuff there for now. I might end up moving them later. We'll see. I still don't have that damn landing gear in the right spot, do I? I just realized that. That's right. It doesn't matter. We can fix it later. Those aren't necessarily going to stay in those exact spots anyway, because this is all going to be a tube, you know, by the time I'm done with it, and that might affect where the landing gears ultimately end up. Now, I do want to look at something, though. We could use these for side thrusters if we wanted to. But I might end up putting the side thrusters kind of on the edge of the wings once the wings are built. What if we did this though? Maybe. Maybe. And we are going to need vertical up and down thrusters too. I'm just kind of just experimenting here, guys. This stuff's not necessarily at all going to ultimately stay here. Just kind of trying to come up with some ideas. I probably might actually want... Yeah, that might work. Let's move this back a bit. We might have to... I'll probably going to do two more up too and put them somewhere closer to the front, maybe. We'll just have to see how it comes together once we start building the shell. All right, let's start messing with that part of it a little bit. The goal here, once again, is we want to make this a cylinder. I'll have to go get our blocks. I was thinking about digging this basement down even deeper, but I'm glad that I didn't, because that's already a pretty long trip up and down. We're gonna need some food here too. Oh, you know what? Damn it. I just lost a whole bunch of tomatoes. Wasn't even thinking about that. Oh, well. That's right. We can make more crop stuff with that. So it's not a complete waste, but... Let's take one of these right now. And we'll drink some milk. And we'll have some pumpkins. And some cheese. There we go. Okay. So, cylinder. That's what we want to do. It's not actually, it's not a perfect cylinder. It's almost more of an oval kind of idea. But it all depends upon what the blocks are going to let us do, right? So I think what we need to do is we're going to have a doorway there. So let's put this in place. All right, now we're going to want to start curving inward. And what do we have to work with for that? Probably this block. Okay. Not sure if I want it to curve it at 90 degrees is the thing, though. Well, let's just go with that for the moment. No, I don't like that. We're gonna have to do something different here. So, let's try. What would this look like? Ramp top double, half cube, ramp bottom B, C, A, half slope. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this. Nah. Well, yeah, I don't think I like that either. Just a matter of finding the, the right block for the right job here. Okay, what else do we have? If we turn this way. Okay, that gives us a little bit better angle. if we did that, how would we round it off up here? Let me try something here. Put that there. And then this guy, I think. Could possibly work. You know, that might actually work. The only thing I don't know if I like, I almost think it should come down here. Like this is too wide, maybe. So more like that. If we did that though, which we could do, that means that this would all be filled in here. But once we bring it down and around, it's going to be kind of the right shape of the actual raider. Let's finish it out. Okay, so we need to do this. Bring those guys down there. And that's just an angle block. Like so. Now, there is one other thing we could try here. And I think I'm going to put on the symmetry plane. Okay. Here, let's get out of this drone here. We could put that there, just to kind of give it a little bit more of a round. Hey, how come that's not working? Now it's working. Okay. And then we put the small blocks, these guys here, like so. That gives us a little bit more of our oval, you know, type of idea, if we do it that way. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to run with that for now. And if we end up needing to change it up later, we can do so. So that means then... Here, let's clear some space here. So we want to go 2 blocks down, normal blocks. Like that. And then we want to do 2 half blocks. Like that. Oh, you know what this will do, actually, now that I think about it? This will give us a lot of room on the underneath side to put stuff that we might need. So yeah, this is going to work out fine. Like the generator and stuff that we don't need to get out, the ventilator, etc., etc. Alright, now this needs to be an angle. No, that needs to be a normal block too. Wait, did I go down too far? This is the middle. Yeah, I did. Okay. So it's this block here. That's an angle. And then this is a... Where is that guy at? This guy. There we go. Like that. And we could actually make the bottom could stay flatter. In fact, for that matter. Well, let's just run with this for now. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. I think that's going to be, you know, for the main fuselage anyways, I think that's kind of what we're after. We'll have to figure out the cockpit. The cockpit's probably going to be mostly enclosed. Because in the Raider, you know, it's very blunt at the top. It kind of comes around and then it almost drops. It's not quite a vertical drop, but it's very blunt in the nose. All right, so let's keep. You know what I want to do? Actually, I want to make a door so we know how wide that's going to be. So let's remove this for the moment. Oh, I'm out of time. All right, well, let's just do the door real quick. Manual door blocks. I think that's what we want. Let's see how big this thing is. Okay, so the door's gonna go here. It's a big-ass door, isn't it? I'm just trying to figure out, you know, once this is all enclosed, what it's going to actually look like in here. Can you make those a different size? Let's look at that. We want it rotated this way. We can. Excellent. Okay. So that's a 3x3x1. That's a 2x3x1. Oh, those are the only two options we have. Okay. Manual interior door. Okay. Well, I like that better than the wider one. That works better, I think. So we'll go with that. And that means we have to pop those back out because I'll put the door on both sides, obviously. Cool. All right. I like the way this is coming together so far, guys. Considering that none of this was premeditated, I am quite literally making this up as I go. But I'm happy with the way it's turning out so far. I think this is gonna, you know, hopefully when it's all said and done, look something sort of like a Cylon Raider. Like I said, I'm not trying to make an exact replica. I'm not that good, but I'm trying to a reasonable facsimile, you know, kind of idea. So yeah. But what I need to do now is I need to go ahead and stop this stream and take a quick break, and then meet up with some friends of mine. What we're going to do again is we're going to stream the Ravenhurst mod on 7 Days to Die with myself and a couple other people. And so I'm going to go do that. If you guys want to stick around and join us on that stream as well, I'd be glad to have you again. If you got other things to do, then thank you very much for joining me today. Be aware, too, that I do have a YouTube channel, and I have, you know, I'm very active on there, and I have several videos going, including the 7 Days to Die Hardest Hell series, where I play the game on the hardest difficulty with zombies always run, day and night. I got a Ghost Recon Wildlands series going. If you guys have been following, you know, gaming news, the Predator expansion pack came out last night, and I actually went and tried it and got my ass kicked, but I had a good time doing it. So, you know, you can check that out if you want. Otherwise, just be watching my Twitter channel or my Twitch page for when I'll be back. I'm very stoked about this build, so I definitely will want to get back here as soon as possible and keep working on it. Possibly even later tonight. We'll just kind of see how things go. I need to get some other stuff going too, so we'll see. But as soon as possible, I will definitely get back to this. All right, so you guys have a great rest of your afternoon, and I will see you next time around. Take care.